The following question is very important, which is about the meaning of the verse Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa. First, we need to understand that the Quran cannot be interpreted in a way that is against the Arabic language, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyya, meaning the Quran was revealed in a very clear Arabic language. So the words in the Quran are Arabic words, and they have meanings as per the Arabic language. The term istawa in this verse linguistically has 15 meanings. Some meanings befit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and other meanings do not befit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The meanings that refer to physical movement or establishment or settlement or sitting do not befit Allah Azza wa Jal. And the meanings that refer to control, subdue and subjugation, preservation, they befit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Malik radiyallahu anhu said, Allah said about himself that he is attributed with istiwa, which befits him. It is invalid to say how, and how does not apply to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the how connotations are descriptions of the created. Only the created can be described with sitting, settling, and occupying a place. The word istiwa has 15 meanings in the Arabic language, some of which befit Allah Azza wa Jal, such as to subjugate, to preserve, and to control. And on the other hand, some words that, or some meanings that refer to physical meanings do not befit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, such as to sit, to settle, and to be firmly established, as you see in some translations. They misinterpret the verse and they claim that it means that Allah is sitting on the throne. Some refer to this verse and they translate it as to mean that Allah is sitting or firmly established or rose over, wal-iyazu billah. All these meanings do not befit Allah, because Allah created the arsh. The arsh is in need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah is not in need of the arsh or any of the creations. And as Allah Azza wa Jal exists without a place, without sitting on the arsh before creating the arsh, after creating the arsh, Allah does not change. Allah exists without a place, before and after creating the places, before and after creating the arsh, before and after creating the skies. Allah is without a place, because what is in need to a place is the body. Whatever has a volume, mass, quantity, dimensions, this is in need of a place to occupy it, to fill it. But Allah Azza wa Jal, the creator of bodies, does not need to be in a place or in a direction. That's why the scholars like Imam al-Shafi'i radiyallahu anhu deemed a blasphemer whoever claims that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sitting on the throne. And Imam Ahmad radiyallahu anhu said, Istawa kama akhbar, la kama yakhturu lil bashar. Meaning the term istawa in this verse must be carried in the meanings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala meant for it to mean, such as to subjugate, to subdue, to control, to preserve. Not as what some people may think it means of the physical meanings, because these physical meanings do not befit Allah Azza wa Jal. So it is blasphemous to apply any of the physical meanings to Allah Azza wa Jal. The words preserve and subjugate are meanings that comply with the religion and the Arabic language. Al-Qushayri explained the meaning of istiwa in this ayah as to preserve, to subdue, and control. It doesn't befit Allah Azza wa Jal to say that Allah is sitting on the throne, as this belies the other muhkam verses such as لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ, which means nothing resembles Allah in any way whatsoever. Also the saying of Allah, فَلَا تَضْرِبُوا لِلَّهِ الْأَمْثَالِ, meaning do not ascribe to Allah the characteristics of the creations. And it's very clear that sitting, being in a place or direction are amongst the characteristics of bodies and the creations. Allah Ta'ala said, وَبَرَزُوا لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَّارِ, meaning and the slaves will be resurrected to face the judgment of Allah, the one, the subduer, Al-Qahhar. So Al-Qahhar is one of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if one says Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa, meaning Qahar al-Arsh, subjugated the Arsh by his power, this meaning befits Allah because Allah is the subduer, Al-Qahhar. But to say that it means Allah sat on the throne, this does not befit Allah, because it's not amongst the names of Allah Al-Jalis, the one who is sitting. That's not from the names of Allah Azza wa Jal. That's why when it comes to translating this verse, one has to make sure that he may translate the meanings that befit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not the literal meaning of this verse. Imam Ali radiallahu anhu said, Allah created the Arsh, the throne, as an indication of His power and not to take it as a place to sit on it. And that was narrated by Abu Mansur al-Baghdadi in his book Al-Farq Bayn al-Firaq.